Alors, j'ai libéré Otis. Je sais pas à quoi ça m'a servi, mais d'accord.
Things are not what they seem.
Ok. Est-ce que je peux lui acheter une carte?
The first rule of piracy is never buy a used treasure map.
Du labyrinthe, des cartes.
Hey Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
Le tapis qui est en carte. Original.
They're like glasses, only way less convenient. They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Hey Wally,
Carte de la forêt. Voilà.
I'm looking for a map through the forest.
What are you trying to find in the forest?
I don't know. Nothing in particular.
Then having a map won't really be any different than wandering
Je sache,
around lost,
je sache ce
will
que je
it?
dois faire.
Yeah, but, I mean,
Ok.
melee clock is still broken.
Yep,
Hey Wally,
maps.
if any clock were the exception to that rule, it would be this one.
Il faut que j'aille parler au cuisinier. Oh, il est là.
Hi, Cobb.
Il est là.
Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Parle-moi de Loom, bien évidemment.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Putain, j'avais pas vu. Et don't ask me about Loom.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body has fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Say it.
No!
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes.
Yes.
Now get lost.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Ah mais oui, ils sont là-haut, il y a des ruines plein de trucs là. Attends. Attendez. Je vais noter l'ordre. Je sens le truc. Je sens le truc venir. Ça sent les lignes qui te demandent d'appuyer sur les runes dans un ordre bien précis. Ta serpillière.
What was that you were trying to tell me about mops before?
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The
De bois.
wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of
Dans les
the
bois.
cook. You are one.
Not helpful
C'est
so
dans les bois
far.
pour trouver un
You
bois spécial.
must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Wink.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
Ouais, me dire ça.
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too, but don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
C'est vrai que, rappelons-nous,
Stay away from my mop.
le but était, enfin, l'histoire c'était raconter le secret de Monkey Island. On est en train de chercher comment faire une serpillière. Bah, je peux aller voir Wally, mais j'ai toujours pas l'info de ce qu'il me faut en fait. À moins qu'il ait le dialogue de.
Hey, Wally. I'm looking for a tree to make a
Ah,
stupid
okay.
mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it
Ouais, j'en ai
again?
justement,
I don't know.
Je sais pas.
A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there.
Oh, je sais.
I'm that good.
Je sais.
Bye.
Oh, tu qui toi?
Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week.
I
don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, you know, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not
It had ingredients in it or something.
your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir.
Oh,
Fancy.
bah, je peux pas te donner un truc
It's
dégueu.
hopeless.
Stay away from
No.
my mop.
C'est ça que je veux. C'est hop.
Stay away from my
Ah
mop.
mais il faut.
Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday.
Comment je le. fais?
It's amazing. Remind me never to eat here again. Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk.
Comment je le déconcentre? Pour que je puisse.
Well, it's definitely a mop. You look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse. Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course, I'm a cook. See the hat?
Oh, where did he say he had the dish he wants you to make?
At the governor's mansion. It's probably some exotic, weird-tasting thing from a swanky
Ah, c'est peut-être
cookbook.
dans les livres.
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks.
Peut-être dans les livres chez le gouvernement. Je pense qu'en trouvant le bon plat, ça va le faire aller sur la cuisine. Et en allant sur la cuisine, du coup, je vais pouvoir lui piquer un morceau de bois. J'ai pas été au chantier naval, je vais juste aller chez le gouverneur pour vérifier. Et à tous les coups... Ingrédients, voilà. Et pour elle, il me faut des informations sur quoi écrire. Non, parce que j'ai voulu aller directement dans la forêt, mais c'est la maison de...
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're a museum of pirate lore.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks?
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
There's some very tiny writing on it.
Tac. On recommence.
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
Ah.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces.
Est-ce que si j'ai deux...
Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
D'accord.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook.
Ah.
Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also,
Tout à fait.
he used to live right here, on Melee.
Oui, je le savais.
That's a nice coffin.
The one with the ore. Yeah, the coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot. What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy #1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important.
C'est drôle parce que c'est vrai.
What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Melee jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
You should think about hiring a research assistant.
Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course. Intern.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh, yeah. That's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different for everyone.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
Fine. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow! Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
Do you have maps of the forest here?
No, that's not really what we do. Try the map shop in town?
Tell me about that newsletter of yours.
The Pirate Times. We publish pirate news, pirate stories, pirate poetry, all things piratey, really.
Après, la voix date d'il y a pas trop longtemps non plus.
I see you wear a peg leg, despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit, for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché. I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro! If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks.
It's
been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey
La DA
pirate stuff.
fonctionne bien.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
Are any of these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. It's the highlight of the collection. Amazingly, I got it at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
I'll have a look around.
Please do. C'est cool, hein. C'est du bon.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
C'est des bonnes énigmes pour
Good to
l'instant.
know. What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous peg leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
De ref aux anciens jeux et des petites blagues.
It's cracker mix. Some assembly required.
C'est tout? Ça a l'air d'être tout. Ok, donc il faut que je vole ceci. Mais pour l'instant, je peux pas voir le numéro de série. Mais attention, il y a des spoilers. Hein. Il y a des spoilers. Hein. D'ailleurs, c'était marqué en dessous de l'écran là à côté. C'était marqué attention spoiler quand il y avait des trucs par rapport au 2 et au 3. Non, je veux revérifier si je peux pas aller chez Wally pour prendre un deuxième monocle. Je me dis que si j'ai 2 monocles.
They're like glasses, only way better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
Mais si je combine les 2
If one
monocles.
monocle is good, 2 is better.
Mais oui. Oui, après c'était un petit détail sur une énigme, mais. Y a pas moyen d'aller rapidement. Je vais juste vérifier un truc. La carte, c'est ça que je veux. Non? Paramètres. On peut pas ouvrir la carte ah. Touc. Puis les musiques, vraiment... Ça, c'est des trucs que j'aime bien. Hein. C'est un jeu qui sort au pif.
Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
Ouais. Eh mais j'ai pas eu d'infos sur Carla par contre. Il me fallait des infos sur Carla.
Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
Je sais plus ce que je disais. Ah oui, non, c'est oui, j'ai pu avec le double monocle récupérer le numéro de série. Je peux aller faire la clé chez le locksmith.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hello. Can you make me a key for this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps.
Une fois que j'ai la clé, j'utilise les... comment on appelle ça? Les biscuits sur le perroquet, j'ouvre le loquet et comme l'autre il est jamais en train de regarder, logiquement c'est bon. Attends, lire l'étiquette.
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
D'accord.
It doesn't seem interested.
Ah merde.
It doesn't seem interested. It's soft and extra fuzzy. That is a really big parrot. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. It's a working... That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. It doesn't seem interested.
Attends, est-ce que je peux pas lui filer à bouffer lui? Non, enfin lui filer la bouffe. En tout cas là si j'essaye de crocheter il va me dire de me faire foutre. Bon, il y a encore un endroit où j'ai pas été au chantier naval. Mais j'ai toujours pas d'infos sur le passé de Carla.
Wow. What's worse, the assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
Tous les bateaux, il n'y a plus de bateaux.
It says Tan's previously owned vessels.
Bateau de Castres.
So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush?
Ah, la brosse à dents, bah oui. Comment je suis pas rentré?
The window's all boarded up, and is that an old... I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival. The assets of...
Je peux pas récupérer la brosse à dents?
There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's a dried up old sea sponge.
Je prends l'éponge. Est-ce que je peux nettoyer la vitre avec l'éponge? Non. Je peux utiliser un chien, je sais pas. C'est tout?
There was a time...
Ah mais rien. Tout nul. À la fin de mon cahier Langlin est vaincu grâce à de la bière Racine. Trembler la lune.
It always looks bigger on this side of the island.
Il m'a demandé
It
de
says
ramener...
Tan's previously owned vessels. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush?
Merde.
It's good for relieving stress.
Non, ça va être pour le...
Pirate Times. Editor Conrad Lee. Ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
Ah. Alors, j'ai un
It's soft and
chien.
extra fuzzy.
J'ai un chien en plus. Ça va être pour la serpillière, j'en suis sûr. Ça c'est fond. Ça c'est pour ça.
Pirate
Carte de
Times,
visite.
editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized gene, especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
Ah, à tous les coups, c'est des ingrédients pour le. Pour le comment?
Hi again. You've been at this post a long time.
Yep. My eyesight isn't what it once was, but my hearing is still as sharp as the governor's sword.
And that's helpful for being a lookout?
There's hardly ever anything to see anyway. The job is mostly about greeting people. Welcome to Melee Island.
Thanks.
Bienvenue à toi.
Ever think about
Bienvenue dans
retiring?
l'emmerdement.
Sure, sounds great. I'll get a little place where I can sit by the fire and watch the ocean.
J'ai le coffre à ouvrir. J'ai le coffre à ouvrir. Qu'est-ce que... Attends, allez, l'affiche.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's tough on toughness.
Dur avec la dureté.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's tough on toughness.
Dur avec la dureté. La statue. Ah mais non, regardez ici.
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine. Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Santa Catalina.
Cher Carla, désolé d'avoir perdu ton
Sorry
livre.
for losing the book I borrowed.
Je réalise que tu es dur
I
avec la
realize
dureté.
that you are tough on toughness.
Santa
As
Catalina.
shown by your actions at Santa Catalina, please accept my humblest apology.
Oh merde. Merde, le dernier.
I promise to do better in the future. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine. It doesn't look finished.
Ah, il manque le dernier, connerie. La prison... Ah oui, mais attends. Je vais aller demander à Stan.
Hey, kid!
Hey, Stan!
Hello there, son!
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Melee Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
I've been to the shipyard. Your office is all boarded up, with your toothbrush sealed inside, presumably.
Well, don't worry yourself about it then, son. I found a dead centipede in the corner that should do until they let me out.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
150.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whenever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
C'est vraiment le pire. La pire raclure.
Yep.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
La lumière immonde.
Eeh, a spider.
You look like you're having a...
Putain, il manque une info sur la...
Aww, this is where...
Il me manque une info sur la...
It seems to be stuck closed.
Stuck closed ou juste...
I don't see anything useful here. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories.
Eh, toi, t'as pas un truc
Cash would have been better.
All keys are gold.
C'est la même chose à chaque fois ou pas?
No one ever works together. When they get close to you can find a gold. A lock. If you
Non,
listen
je pense pas.
close.
Non. Je pense pas. Toi, tu me serviras que quand.
Where can I get my hands on some dark magic?
Dark magic is not your path,
Mais non,
Guybrush
nous, on
Threepwood.
est des gars du voodoo, nous.
I'll get back to browsing the shop.
Act fast. Supplies are limited.
Y'a pas moyen d'aller par là? Non. Là, il y a quelques objets, je sais pas du tout à quoi ils servent pour l'instant. Ah, mais attends, à tous les coups, ça va servir pour la recette. Là, il y a la dernière phrase de ça, je suis pas sûr de moi.
It's a creepy shrunken head with long,
Ça va être pour
stringy
la
hair.
recette aussi. Ça, à tous les coups, c'est pour la recette. Tout ça. Ah, mais attends. Il y a le comment. Ok, non, j'ai pas plus d'infos ici. Toi, tu peux même parler de...
How's it going with that
gouverneur.
nightmare customer guy?
Nice.
Oh, look behind you! A
l'ai pas
three-headed
fait.
monkey!
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads.
I'll see what I can find.
Thanks.
Ok, donc pour la recette, en fait, pour la serpillière, il me faut la recette. Pour la recette, il faut le livre chez la gouverneure. Et pour le livre chez la gouverneure, il me faut les hauts faits de la gouverneure.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's tough on toughness.
Ok. C'était quoi la dernière phrase? Oh mais non, chez elle, oh chez le gouverneur. Je suis con. Avec le truc de l'épée ou je sais pas quoi là. Attendez. Suis-je bête? Il y a une info que j'ai pas lue.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. Edgy. Edgy.
Non.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
Ah putain, j'aurais dit que c'était par là.
Well, I've come for a recipe. A dish you served at a recent function.
Faut le livre.
It's been described as hot and having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
I do host plenty of functions, but I'm afraid I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
I should let you get back to governing.
Yes, you should.
It's a lot of work being governor. It's a lot of work being governor.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
I've seen that same painting on a box. Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Malay Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policies help make the island what
C'est
it
quoi
is
le
today.
troisième, le dernier truc?
Dear
Cher
Carla,
Carla. Le livre.
sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I realize
Okay.
that you are tough on toughness.
Santa
As shown
Catalina.
by your actions at Santa Catalina, please accept my humblest apology.
Est-ce que,
I promise to do better
est-ce
in the
que
future.
juste on s'en fout du dernier? C'est possible, hein? C'est possible en plus que ce soit un truc du genre le dernier en ce moment.
This is for you.
J'ai envie de le faire de manière empirique en fait. J'ai envie de tester les quatre.
I'm impressed, Guybrush. Surprisingly thoughtful. Considering it's you, I'm strangely moved to forgive you for losing my book. And I'll treasure this frog as a memento
Ouais, c'est ça.
of the
Parce que le dernier,
time
en fait, on s'en
you
fout.
did something right.
Et maintenant, je peux prendre ingrédients.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Can I borrow this cookbook?
Et tout battre.
You cook like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Oh, all right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed genuinely sorry, so I guess I'll give you another chance.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this.
Maintenant que j'ai ça. Merde. Je peux aller sur les quais. Pose comme ça. Hop. Toi, je te file la recette.
I found
Le
this at the
leadership.
governor's mansion.
Aha! The mystery dish must be in there. I have no idea which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make them all. I'd better get to work. Thanks, Guybrush.
Ah non, bah c'est bon, du coup,
This will
elle
be
est taf.
excellent.
Donc je peux tailler la serpillière, un morceau de bois. Yes. Les petites cinématiques, elles sont stylées quand même. Maintenant que j'ai le morceau de bois, je peux aller voir Willy. J'aime bien parce que j'ai débloqué un truc et c'est bon, t'as tout qui se renchaîne. En donnant le bout de bois à Willy,
Wally, here's a
il va
sample of the
à
wood you
Willy.
wanted. Can
Il va
you
me
make me
donner
a map now?
la carte.
Sure, here it is.
Thanks, Wally.
Voilà. Et maintenant que ça c'est fait, je retourne dans la forêt. Tac. Dans la forêt. Elle est où ma carte? Elle est là. Alors. Voilà. Herbe. Herbe verte. Violette. Violette. Turquoise. Violette. Alors. Verte. Violette. Violette. Turquoise. Verte. Violette.
Ooh, purple flowers.
Violette. Turquoise. Alors après le premier turquoise. Violette, violette, turquoise. Violette verte. Verte verte. Violette verte. Verte. Let's go.
It's like there's a welcoming committee.
Facile.
Mind your mama, little prickly kids. Wow! The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare endangered Malay Island mop handle tree.
Donne-moi une.
The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare endangered
besoin du-
Malay Island mop handle tree.
J'ai besoin du bouton? Ah oui. Ouais, plusieurs, c'est ce que j'allais dire. À coup de couteau comme ça, franchement, t'as mieux fait de tirer dessus. C'est moi où il a découpé l'arbre en entier, ce con. Il l'a dézingué. Tous les animaux qui sont en PTSD. Ah putain.
I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish. Another resource has given its all in support of my personal goals. It's what nature is for.
Quel fils de chien.
Hey, little dear. It's probably time for them to fly south. I'll take a shortcut back.
Oh l'angoisse, putain. Merde. Bah c'est bon, du coup. Je vais faire ma serpillière.
Busy?
Yup.
Look at the mop handle I carved. I only needed one tree to make it.
Found the tree. Oh, good thing you only took one branch. It's the last mop tree on the island. Very, very rare. brilliant innovation.
C'est tout.
I made him up.
Oh putain, le pif.
It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for a lifetime.
Oh, le pif.
It's hopeless.
Oh putain, à la base, je voulais utiliser la ficelle sur la... Sur la comment? Je voulais utiliser la ficelle sur le bout de bois pour faire la serpillère, mais en fait non, c'était le... Merde, c'était la peluche. Incroyable. Pareil. Et bah maintenant que j'ai ma serpillère... Ah mais attends, mais comment je fais pour rentrer sur le bateau moi? Il va me refouler.
Hey!
Threepwood, I shouldn't even be talking to you.
I'm not Guybrush Threepwood. I just look like him. You'd be amazed how often people confuse us. Sometimes I impersonate him at parties, just for fun. We've never even met, and I doubt I'd like him if we did.
Even if any of that were true, it wouldn't matter. LeChuck would take one look at you and go nuts. Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
On peut le cacher. Je me dis bien que c'était bizarre que j'ai...
Hey, watch it!
Bah, comment ça? Pourquoi est-ce qu'on tabasse là? Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? D'accord. Genre au pif, il y a une bouteille qui est partie. Après, j'ai pas essayé d'ouvrir le loquet. Ça se trouve, le perroquet il va s'en foutre. J'y crois pas une seconde, mais. Il y a plein d'objets que j'ai pas utilisés. Qu'est-ce que je pourrais utiliser sur le perroquet? Lui là. Qu'est-ce qu'il voudrait? Un casque de pré-achat qu'on s'en fout. Bon, je vais essayer, on verra bien. C'est celle-là. Voilà. Évidemment.
That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock.
Ah.
There's some very tiny writing.
That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
Il y a un truc à faire avec ça. Qu'est-ce que j'ai dans l'inventaire? Parce que s'il le met dans son...
Welcome back. Please try not to touch anything that seems like you're not supposed to touch it.
Dans la réserve. Il n'y a rien dans la réserve, je peux pas me planquer, je peux pas... Je pense qu'il faut que je me planque dans la réserve, vu qu'il le met dedans. Mais si je vais juste dans la réserve, il va me voir.
Whoa! That's not supposed to... I'd better fold it. Looking good.
Je me mets ici, il va me voir. Il est con, mais quand même.
It's good for relieving stress. It's good for relieving stress. It's a creepy shrunken Pirate Times. Editor, Conrad, especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to...
Alors...
Museum of Pirate Lore. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now.
Comment je fais
Welcome back. I checked the...
pour me planquer?
What you working on?
Crossword puzzle.
Tiens. Et puis ici, il y a vraiment rien, quoi. Il y a vraiment que dalle. Il y avait les biscuits à la con, là. Merde.
Especially
Comment ça servait à
fortified
rien?
for the healthy parrot diet.
Je réessaye.
Whoa! That's not supposed. I'd better fold.
Des fils, des gâteaux.
It doesn't seem interested.
Ils sont pour moi.
That's folded perfect.
Oui, oui, j'ai compris, j'ai compris.
That'll
j'ai
do.
compris, oui, 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 oui.
I'm gonna have.
Hmm. Comment J'ai récupéré une éponge qui m'a servi à rien jusqu'à maintenant. Ah, ça a changé?
Wanted.
Ah bah oui.
Any information leading to the arrest and conviction of the person or persons who destroyed the historic mop tree. I'll, keep an eye out for them.
Oups. Qu'est-ce qui pourrait faire que je pourrais me cacher?
How much for the safe?
It is not for...
I'd need a lot of keys to open that. Green, half off. Blue, someone's very excited I'm looking at this sign. It's good for relieving stress.
C'est le moment où le mixage d'objets est en cours. On va regarder un indice quand même.
What's cooking?
The feast of knowledge.
Do you know more about this John Laney guy with the eye patch?
Captain John Laney was renowned as the
C'est clairement ça
pirate
qu'il
of a
faut.
1,000 faces. It was said that he could fool his best friend with nothing more than an eye patch. That legend is true, but only because the eye patch he used was filled with much voodoo magic. The eye patch still exists. It is on display at the Museum of Pirate Lore here on Melee Island. If an enterprising person such as yourself were to liberate it and bring it here, I could most likely get it working again.
Got it. Thanks. Got any other mystical advice or information for me?
No.
Claire.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise?
There's... I'm sure...
Ouais, je sais. L'hypernier.
Too bad it's empty. It says everything must...
All my
Can't you at least wait until I...
Comment je me cache dans la...
Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises.
Comment je me cache?
They're mostly gone now.
Alors, j'ai une tête réduite, une carte de visite, des biscuits. Après, il faut peut-être pas se cacher en fait, faut peut-être juste faire en sorte que le perroquet ferme sa gueule. C'est possible, hein, je pars peut-être vers un... ne rien dire. Je peux aller par là, ça sert à rien.
Meat Hook's museum is gone. So is the cable to his island. It's just as well, given the worldwide rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle shortage.
Welcome back. I checked the display case and it seems fine, so we're open for business again.
Tell me again about the lady with the peg leg.
That belonged to the infamous Peg Leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
Ah, le perroquet, vraiment, il en a rien à branler. Il veut même pas la bouffe. En fait,
It doesn't seem interested.
il y a un truc avec la bouffe quand même, parce que je peux lui donner, mais il s'en fout. Donc c'est qu'il y a quelque chose.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many. Tell me again about the plank.
That's an original autographed by...
Attends, t'as poté?
Tell me again about the hook.
That once...
Merde. Il y a un truc avec la bouffe. Il y a un truc avec la bouffe, parce que je peux lui donner, mais ils sont... Donc peut-être la transformer... Mettre autre chose dans le paquet de bouffe. Ah, une énigme qui est un peu plus retors, voilà.
Nice hat pin.
It's the emblem of a secret society I belong to.
Really?
Don't be ridiculous.
Nice hat pin.
Beat it, creep.
Yo
Don't look now, but I think there's a leech on your chin.
Buzz off.
Ok.
Don't look now, but
Buzz.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Ha! It'll turn out to be a t-shirt or something.
Hi, cop.
You again.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Waiter, just bring...
Of course, sir. Sorry for... Are you sure I can't...
Let's...
Voilà. Bah... Je pourrais
I can hold my breath
des...
for 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Really?
Well, it's been a while, but I could probably still do 10 minutes on a good day.
Well, I was a director of combat operations.
I'm a founding.
I'm an expert. I served with... Just so you know.
Oh.
J'ai de la bouffe pour perroquet. Ça, c'est de la bouffe.
Like a lot, but okay.
Mélange pour biscuit. Attends, mélange pour biscuit. Ça, c'est de la bouffe qu'il y avait dans la réserve du mec. Donc, techniquement...
Would you make crackers if I gave you some cracker mix?
That stuff is strictly for home and office use. We pros don't touch it. 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon.
Est-ce qu'il y a quelqu'un qui peut pas faire... Ah, mais c'est de la préparation en fait. C'est pas des crackers, c'est de la préparation. Qu'est-ce que je...
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
Ouais. Qui peut faire
Do I
des
really have to
crackers?
salt it so often?
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Mais oui, là, je pense qu'on est
Remind
plus
me never to
parti
eat here
sur
again.
nourrir le...
Food is more exciting when you can smell the risk.
Nourrir le putain de perroquet.
16 cups in a gallon.
En fait, c'est pas des crackers, c'est de la préparation pour crackers. Eh mais attends, est-ce que je peux la donner à Michel? En train de me dire. Je la donne à quelqu'un pour qu'il fasse de la bouffe avec. Toi, tu peux pas enchanter les crackers? Non, t'en fous. J'allais le filer au mec du musée. Hein. À toi, la vieille. Fou.
Hey,
Ça s'en
kid.
fout.
They say the only real...
I don't remember this place being so leaky.
La... Comment? La gouverneure, on s'en fout. Pas non perdre un moment. Est-ce que si je fous le fil des crackers, ça... à lui? Non, il s'en fout aussi.
What's a 6-letter word?
Ah, la vache. Ah, je l'ai pas. Non, puis en plus le cuistot il a dit c'est un truc domestique, je sais pas quoi. Qu'est-ce qu'il dit exactement? Merde.
Would you make crackers if I gave you some cracker mix?
That stuff is strictly for home and office use. We pros don't touch it. Always confused about baking versus roasting.
It's torn and ugly, but strangely compelling.
Well, now that doesn't even seem possible.
Comment ça?
96 teaspoons in a pint?
It's Carla's copy of Ingredients by Barbie LaFlay.
He'll never complain again.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Les crackers, je les ai chopés dans la réserve du mec du musée, justement. C'était dans sa réserve, donc... C'était effectivement la bouffe pour le comment? Pour le perroquet. C'est chez lui, hein. C'était chez lui que j'ai chopé les crackers. C'était dans cette putain de réserve.
It's a working parrot. That is a really big parrot. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it.
C'était là. Et là, il n'y a rien d'autre. Cette pièce, elle est trop chelou. Il y avait vraiment juste la boîte. Et que dalle. De toute façon, j'ai deux solutions. Récupérer le comment?
iPatch worn by Captain John Laney.
C'est soit je fais en sorte de le nourrir ou de faire en sorte qu'il regarde pas et je peux ouvrir ça. Moi, je fais en sorte de me cacher dans la réserve pendant que lui, il est en train de plier. En fait, ce qui m'étonne, c'est ça, c'est cette phase-là. Cette phase-là, là.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be on. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. I like
cette phase-là, là, où tu peux te déplacer pendant qu'il plie et te planquer là-dedans, enfin, te mettre ici, ça me paraît bizarre. Non, il n'y a pas d'autres PNJ qui ont des perroquets. Le mec là où il a pas de perroquet. Dan, il a pas de perroquet. Qui pourrait m'aider pour ça? Le gouverneur, elle a pas de perroquet.